Hello, I'm Fay Cunningham and this is the latest in my Meet the Candidate videos. Today we're going to talk about civic pride and democracy in South Tyneside. And I can talk firsthand about civic pride because it was the proudest year of my life when I was mayor of this fantastic borough. And so civic pride is very, very important to me. And local democracy is very important to me. It was my bread and butter when I worked for the local authority. And I'm so pleased this afternoon that I have my colleague with me, Anne Best. Anne Best is standing as the Labour candidate in the Westow ward. And Anne, for her sins, was my manager in Democratic Services. Poor Anne. She had a mayor's secretary who thought she knew it all and two chauffeurs who did know it all, amongst many other Democratic Services staff. So I'd like to welcome Anne, and she will tell you a little bit more about the democratic process. Anne?
Thank you, Faye. That's really kind of you to invite me along today. As part of the democratic process, I was actually the manager, as you mentioned, of Democratic Services for 11 years in South Tyneside. And when I inherited that, we already used to do some activities which were called Local Democracy Week, which is about basically showing people how the decision-making process worked and how to get involved. But after a short while, I soon realised that what we really needed to do was to embed that, not just in Democracy Week, but right across the year, so that people of all ages could understand how decisions were made and how they could contribute to that decision-making process. So what I came up with was a plan to what I called turn the town hall inside out. And those of us that worked in the town hall, including Faye and the people that she's mentioned, we all worked together to actually open up the doors of the town hall and, throw away the formalities. And we undertook lots of different kinds of exercises, things like planning for real, where people could come in and be part of the planning committee and pretend that they were actually the members of the planning committee. We opened up all of the town hall treasures and allowed people to touch the silverware, the mayor's chains, learn about the history of the place. And the town hall itself, which is a grand old building, we used to tell people, and I still do, that building belongs to everyone who lives in South Tyneside. It isn't somewhere that belongs to the councillors, and it's somewhere that we should all use and we should all be welcome in and feel able to contribute. So if I'm elected, and hopefully Faye will be too, I would like to very much pick that work back up, because I know how important it is. The new generation of people are coming along. We have new technologies in democracy, so people who've even been voting for donkey's years, we now have different formats of engagement. We've got Zoom meetings going on now in the council. We really just need to get people involved and to make them aware that councillors work for them, the council works for them, and they have the power and they actually give it to the people that they elect. So thank you for that opportunity today. Thanks.
Thank you, Anne, so much for coming along this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure to share this video, and I know that if you cut Anne and I in half, would be like a stick of Blackpool rock, and we've got South Tyneside and democracy and civic pride running right through both of us.